Hi YouTube, my name is Speedy Cheetah Cub, and today I am back reacting to Ersalin's Fazbear's Fright. It's been a while since I've reacted to the series, because it's been a while since I made videos, due to quarantine and stuff, and if you want to know more about that, check out my quarantine update video. But I am going to continue reacting to the series because it was amazing, and it still is amazing. This is episode 6, night 5, part 1. From the thumbnail, I can deduce that it's going to somehow be related to John's Pizzeria. And if you don't know, I have been watching John's series on my own time, and I'm actually up to date in his series, so I know what's going on. And I'm a big fan of John, as well as Ersa, so... and I'm really excited for what this episode might bring. I don't know if there's going to be any jump scares or not, so just as a warning, if there might potentially be jump scares in this episode, since this is a horror series, and if there are, I will leave the timestamp in the description of whenever they are. Of course, I will still be got by them, since I don't know that, but just in case there are any, I will let you guys know when they are, so that you guys don't have to get got as bad as I am going to be got. And also, one last thing I want to say, I do have network issues and internet issues, and I'm very close to getting them all fixed, but it still might cause some problems. So I might have loading issues, or I might have issues where the quality isn't the best with the video that I'm watching. Know that it's actually my fault and not necessarily your computer's fault. Just a heads up. Alright, I'm going to start watching this video. Ersa presents Fazbear's Fright. Dun dun dun. Produced by Ersa and Anubis Grim. I can never pronounce that last name. Warning, some episodes may contain flashing lights and jump scares. Yeah, I'm really sorry. I never could pronounce that name correctly. You have been warned. Several months ago. Okay, so this is a flashback. Yay. Whoa, that's cool fan art. I like it. I assume it's fan art. I might be wrong. It's a cool house. What's that? Ersa bot. Oh, she's making a robot of herself.
Unknown caller. Huh. Hello?
Hey, it's John.
John,
I'm just returning
yay.
your call from earlier. You wanted to ask me about something? And if this is about the Craigslist ad, no, the boat's not for sale.
What? Boat? No, John, that's not what I was calling about. But thanks for getting back to me anyway.
Oh, no problem. Anyway, what did you want to talk about?
Well, you know how I've been studying robotics and design? I'm taking a couple classes at my college to teach me about AI and, the more technical sides of robotics. I heard through the grapevine that you were opening a Freddy Fazbear's and was kinda hoping you'd let me see the animatronics. So I can see real examples of the kind of thing I'm studying, if you're okay with that.
Oh, sure. I mean, I have no problem with that. You want to come over tomorrow morning, say, around 6-ish? I'll be there for a couple hours before anyone else shows up. I can give you a tour and you can meet the animatronics. They are just so lovely. They're my babies.
Really? Yeah, that sounds awesome. I'll be there. Thanks, John.
Dear.
I really appreciate it.
No problem. What are friends for?
Some of John's animatronics are crazy.
Oh, he hung up. Well, at least he said yes. I can't wait to look at the animatronics. Afton Tech is supposed to be really advanced. I bet I'll learn a ton.
Oh dear. Hey, that's actually a really cool design that she made for the Ersa bot. Looks cool. So the next morning.
Looks like this is a place.
John's Pizzeria.
John
Yay.
that he was going to meet me here.
You see, I can understand
understand why you don't want the checks, but I don't understand why you need them in gold coins.
Because they're more valuable than checks.
Why? It goes up and down. Why do you want them in gold coins?
Yeah, Davis was not
Take 'em,
okay at
just take
all
'em.
at this point.
Get your apartment refurnished, okay?
Hey guys.
Oh God, it's the health inspector.
What? No, John.
Ursa
We've
played
talked
the health
about this.
inspector
We've
whenever
talked
she
about
came.
this.
Boss, get out,
But-
lady. I need you out right now.
Yeah,
My
Ursa
name is
played the health
Ersa.
inspector,
I'm
so
not my aunt.
he looks really
She
much
has
like
a
the
very
health
similar
inspector.
birthmark. Mine
But-
is a scar.
Canon, she
Right.
is
John,
not the health
we went-
inspector.
we
The
went
health
to
inspector
college
is her
together.
aunt,
Come on.
Sorry, I
apparently.
just have flashbacks from the last time.
What?
Your
What did
aunt
she
came and
do?
just- Negative review. Negative review. We had to pay it off, actually. We had to get it out of the newspaper. Would ruin us now. But,
Yeah.
she's actually coming back.
I remember
so-
that episode.
Sorry, it's just a bit confusing. But yeah,
He had
the
a
conversation
bad
about you wanna come
encounter.
Look at the animatronics. This is technically my mechanic. He's also the security night guard, Davis. He owned the last location until he burnt it to the ground.
Shut up, John.
Nice
He
to
was
meet you.
not okay at all.
I'm kind of looking into studying
Anyone follow you?
robotics and stuff. What?
Anyone follow you? Is he here? Did someone follow you?
He's
Davis
terrified of
So-
Molten.
He's very anxious. Like, he had a really bad experience at the last location. Nothing you should worry about, though, because at Freddy Fazbear and Friends, you have nothing to worry about. Your health is our #1 priority.
I can still hear the screaming.
Okay, so
He is really not
the
okay.
animatronics, didn't you? That's what you
Uh,
wanted to.
Yeah, because I kind of want to get into design and, you know, the
Honestly,
wiring and
though,
stuff.
Ursa
I've
would have
actually
had
read
an
a few
amazing
blueprints and
time
stuff already, but I've never actually
career.
seen one
She's
physically.
great at
Read the
what she
handbook as
does. She wasn't
Or
stuck at
read the
Fazbear's
hand
Fright.
manual.
Which one? There's multiple manuals.
Just the main FNAF manual, how to operate, turn off, and repair the animatronics.
They have those? I don't think those are available to the public.
It's not-
Oh! Yeah, we have an old record case there, so if you want to go through them, you
Ooh.
can.
Interesting.
Oh my gosh,
Davis
that
is
would be
very
great.
picky.
Honestly,
Davis is very picky
I'm
about them,
I'm
so
not
we need
a
to know.
robotics person
Uh,
myself, but I feel like it'd be
Isn't that right,
cool
Davis?
if I could make robots, and so I can understand why
Besides-
Ursa
besides the
would be in the
exterior,
field
Davis
of
is
wanting to
actually
make
really good at
robots,
his
which
job.
might
He repairs
cause
the
this to
animatronics all the
happen,
time on
and then
my
I'm
computer.
assuming
He's
this
my
is
main
why she got a
mechanic.
call because I
That's
don't know.
cool.
I'm just assuming that
might know
because
him.
then if she got a call, she would work at
Hey, man,
the
come on,
Fazbear's
hey,
Fright,
watch out,
and then
shouldn't
she
you?
got stuck there. So
Trying to
it's
open
just
up
a big
new
roundabout way of
directions
getting trapped into a
sometimes.
horror series.
Yeah, but she doesn't need to know anything to run a Fazbear Frights. They
What
run
are we
themselves.
talking about?
Nothing.
I can't hear you guys. You're kind of mumbling.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the whole point.
Uh,
We kind of keep it to
oh,
ourselves.
okay. Just talk
Alright.
right in front of me. That's fine.
Yeah, we don't like to
Yeah,
sit
that's a
around and
normal
talk
thing they
behind
do in
people's
role
back. We
plays
talk to
where
their
two
faces.
characters need to
If you
talk, but
come
the other
this
ones
way, I'll
can't hear
show you
it.
the
But they want
animatronics. We
the
all have Minnie
audience
right
to
now.
know, so they just kind
some
of
of
whisper to
her
themselves, and
repairs,
other people
Michael.
pretend they can't hear.
God,
John.
Michael's been taking a lot of time.
John, I'm
wow.
gonna get those things for her now.
What?
Okay, Davis.
Yeah, he
okay.
is
That's
not
safe
okay.
for him. He feels safe in there.
What? Is there something wrong with him? Is he okay?
No, he is not okay in any form of the definition. He just had a really bad experience with something outside of the company that made him see the company as something tragic and evil. So he's
Oh.
very, very scarred from it. You would understand. He just needs a little time. He's actually going to go to therapy soon. So hopefully.
Did
that
you just
helps.
make a you would understand joke? Really? Okay. Anyway, I mean, the place looks great. It looks
Oh,
John
the
is a
old
jester, so he
Yeah.
makes jokes a
better than
lot.
The old place. The old place was garbage compared to this. We got a lot of new attractions.
Yeah,
we
it
got a lot of new
was. It
animatronics
was real
coming in.
garbage.
And we got this little baby, which I think is awesome personally. Get to see the pizzas being
That
made.
was Chica's
Yeah,
idea.
it's really cool.
I have this whole idea about animatronics delivering pizzas, but I need to get it passed through the board. This
Yeah,
is one of the newer animatronics.
I remember that.
Actually, it's a really
it
new
did
model.
pass.
It's a Rockstar Bonnie. I actually had to buy this one from the catalog.
Person who
Most
plays this
people
is the same
don't
person that plays
nowadays, but that's
Springtrap
how we
in
did
Ursa's
ours.
show.
Rockstar Bonnie, turn on.
Good morning.
And this
Michael-
one, this is Anubis, so
Michael,
he's like,
our mechanic, made
really
them voice
important.
activated to turn them on and off. It's something you can actually do with any of them.
Oh my goodness,
ever
that is so cool.
Yar!
that's Foxy,
Some of them are a bit excessive, and they're also self-learning. So
Where did it
someone like
come
Foxy,
from?
played by Uni.
Don't ask.
He was
Uni.
hanging.
However
with
you
his-
want to say his name.
Oh, it's the health
No,
inspector.
it's not the health inspector.
Oh my God, we're gonna have to clean up the place.
Yeah, Foxy's
Come
even
on,
more
let's clean up the
crazy
place.
than
Don't break the chair.
than
Clean
Davis
up the
is.
place.
That's
Clean
my
it up the
favorite chair.
place.
Fox. See,
Clean up the place.
Foxy's not okay.
Worried?
But like he's not okay
Foxy's,
like Davis
has
is.
problems.
Davis had
Yeah,
trauma
something
and
must
bad
be wrong with
experiences.
his
Foxy is just
design.
insane.
everything.
Yeah, I guess.
No,
I don't
he
know enough
switches.
Well,
about
not
him.
insane. He's more random.
This is
But the
amazing.
switch is.
There's a switch back
Yeah.
here.
So
and
not
if you
insane,
turn
more just
all the way to the
crazy and
left-
random.
Ah! He should be back to his normal personality. He has multiple personality disorder for some reason. Michael keeps trying to implement different personalities in these robots. Turn back on, Foxy.
Hey, what's up, bird?
John
Oh,
was
that is not good. Turn
way-
off.
that is
That's
not
right. Let me
good
turn
at
all
all.
the way.
It's the middle setting, John. Not.
Oh, not all the way to the left? Middle. Okay.
No.
Turn back on. Foxy?
Yeah.
Oh, God, thank God.
See,
Foxy, you broke the table again.
Oh.
And this is not the health
Oh
inspector.
my goodness, the health inspector!
Oh,
No, come on.
Foxy.
There reaches
Foxy,
a point
calm
where
down, calm
there
down.
reaches the
Listen,
point where
this is someone
Foxy
I knew
is
from college.
just annoying instead
This
of
is a
funny.
friend.
Hi,
This is not
I'm
the health
Ersa.
inspector. Apparently, that health inspector is her aunt. I
Yeah.
don't know why. They act totally different. One's a complete hard butt, if you know what I mean.
But they
This
look
one's
so
Yeah.
alike, John.
Well, one.
Okay, look. My aunt has a birthmark. I have a scar. It's different, okay?
I don't know. I don't think I see the difference.
There's a difference, okay?
As you can see, animatronics can have wild personalities. It
Yeah,
differs.
Yeah, also, I'm questioning why he has a car on his back.
They repair really easily as well, and they all come with their own sets. Like Bonnie is a
Like-
rock
like,
star, so
um,
obviously he plays the guitar.
John has an
He entertains
axe,
the kids most
but
of
I
the
assume
time
that
he's not
that's just
around.
part of the
So-
way that the thing works, because if you have that in your first slot in your inventory and you're not holding it, then it
So
puts it on
when
your
they're
back,
out of
I
commission,
think.
we got these two.
Or maybe
and
it's the
they're
last
just
slot
as
in your
good.
inventory.
People love
So
Foxy
yeah,
for
he
the
has an
multiple
axe on his back, but that's
personality.
completely
You won't
fine.
have
But
any
I'm
idea
concerned
how
as to
many kids come
why
in just
Foxy
wanting to
has
see
a
him as a
car
pirate. It's
on his back.
ridiculous.
I think it's a car. Maybe it's
Yeah,
something
you
else.
guys haven't even
Yeah, it looks like a
had
car.
This new location for too long, have you?
Oh no, this is kind of recent. That's why the city out there is not really complete. Like, it's a lot of buildings going on, a lot of
Yo,
construction, but
John,
we have
guess
a lot
what
of
I found?
customers.
It's so loud.
Cheese wheel.
I found some cheese.
How did you find any
Oh,
cheese? That goes for
dear.
the pizza. Come on, man, you know that.
Yeah, well,
Okay,
you know,
so
I
bit of a
never tried
spoiler
it
alert.
before, but, you know.
Foxy
Just don't
develops
make
an
a habit
addiction
out
to
of it, okay?
cheese.
Like I would make a habit out of eating
Davis?
cheese. Madam.
Oh, hi.
Yeah,
So
Foxy
Ersa.
develops an addiction to cheese. Ooh.
Don't worry.
Oh.
I'll fax you I'll fax you how to decode it. Okay.
Thanks?
Decode?
Should I be
Davis,
concerned?
you need your hug. You need your-
Yes, I would definitely be concerned if I were you.
Like I
You should
said,
definitely be concerned.
You know the old location I talked about? He
Mhm.
burnt that to the ground because of a bad experience. So he used to be an owner of a restaurant. Now he's just a security guard again. He's really good
Yeah.
at what he does. It's just he really needs some help.
He really does.
That's-
There's
got a
times when
surprise
I
for you,
wish
though,
that I
I
could
thought you'd
talk
be-
to the characters,
Michael's been
and
working on this secret
because
room
if
that
I
he thinks we
could,
don't
I
know
would
about.
definitely be able
But
to
I
help
do,
them at
so we're gonna go
least a
down
tiny
there, I'm
bit.
gonna show you.
Oftentimes, characters will make dumb
See?
decisions that I feel like they could have made
Watch
more
the door, I
smart
can't go in
decisions,
there.
but
Help 'em.
sometimes characters make
Oh,
decisions
I
that
really
make
wanted to
sense
show
at
you
the
how he
time.
repaired them. There's a whole
It's
setup
kinda
where you
weird.
get to take 'em
I
apart
assume
and
most people
mess
feel
with
like
them and
that.
Put new modules in.
Oh my
It's so
goodness.
amazing.
That
You
would
can
be
change the
really
voice
cool to
box.
see. Are you sure?
Don't worry, don't worry, it's all
Uh,
in the handbook and how you can do that. If you want to read it now, it's okay.
I mean,
They're
I'm
not
still in the tour
okay.
thing. I don't want to be rude.
Oh, John
Oh,
runs a
fine. If you-
circus,
if we can do the
practically.
tour first, I'll show you the arcade. 'cause
Makes
this is
sense,
one of the
he's a
most important
jester.
things in a, you know,
Well, I
you know,
guess
in a,
not,
just a
but still.
restaurant sense. Like we make most of our money from the arcade.
Okay.
You know, a lot
Yeah,
of
they
the
have an
people come
arcade and
in,
it's
their
cool
parents
and stuff.
Just like, here's
Uh,
$5, go spend it, and they'll just spend all day in here. One of our
Yeah.
favorite attractions is the roller coaster. So it
Do
costs
not
a
ride
bit,
that roller
but
coaster.
it's the
It is
thing we're known
crazy.
for. If you want to get on, you can go for it. I'll get you.
I've never actually watched any of them
I-
ride the
I'm
roller
okay.
coaster, Because
What do you
when
mean? It's perfectly safe. Foxy demonstrated.
when John is in the room recording and he's
Watch
the one
this.
whose the video is
How did it
recording,
even-
he never goes on the roller coaster.
Yeah.
And then when
have
Brian
a
was the one
patent on
recording,
defying
he never
gravity.
went on the roller coaster either.
Undefined
So
gravity.
I've never
Where
actually
it goes
through
seen
the
the
fake
perspective of
flames
someone
and
riding
comes
the
back
roller
in a
coaster.
loop.
John
It's-
calls him Michael Bayfire.
Yeah, it's Michael Bay fire. It's fake fire. It's Hollywood fire. Now get out, Foxy. Jump out, Foxy. Hurry, hurry, hurry.
Jump out.
No, he has to go back on.
We still have not determined if these are real horses.
Yes, Michael got them, and they're either really realistic or they're real horses.
I think Freddy named this one Jeffrey. That one, what the hell?
You know.
Freddy is for them is like a
Oh,
he's like a
Uh,
5-year-old child.
Go
He's really super nice and super sweet and super
Davis, this is a
wholesome,
really
but he's
important
very
get her
naive.
to go through
Come
with
on,
this.
come on! Come get your prizes here. It's gonna be a fun time.
That's not
Oh.
how it works.
Alright, if you hit the bullseye, you'll get a prize.
Davis really needs to back off. Honestly, he's creeping me
I
out,
just
and
wanna
I'm
learn how
not
to
the
make
person
the
who's
robots.
in the situation.
Whoa, you almost got it, but
If you want to learn how to make them, it's easy. Foxy, Bonnie, turn off.
Yeah.
They're really easy to program, and they're really easy to put new things in. Like, you could switch the voice box out of any of these, and they would still act the same. Like, it's really amazing how much you can actually do with these animatronics. You can make them small, big. You can make them do certain tasks in the pizzeria. Like, they help the children. They serve the pizza out of the oven and give it to the tables while the children are here.
yeah, I
They're
just
really
think it's
amazing.
really awesome that you can just, make new things like this. And I really want to be able to make my own. So
Well, it shouldn't be too hard. I actually know Adam himself.
you do?
Like, yes.
Ooh,
Yeah,
now
he's,
that's a
you know,
story and a
after an
half.
accident, he's sort of been recovering, but I know him and his son. His son works here, actually.
Another
So,
spoiler
he's,
alert:
the one
John
who
actually
mainly
kills
works on
Afton
Davis's
in
amount of control.
this.
But
See,
it's a really
different
easy,
Afton.
simple thing to do if you know how to do it.
Not the
I feel
one
like
at
if you're a
the,
designer and you want
not
to
the
make
spring
your
trap
own
that's
shit,
at
That's really
Fazbear's
cool.
Fright, but a different
I just kind of
Afton,
I've
because
researched
there's
a lot
weird
of
stuff that
items.
happens,
to
apparently.
play, to demo, he will go into a special mode and he will go back to the stage and start performing. Watch this. Switch. Rockstar Bonnie, turn on.
And isn't
So
this
they're all
cool?
programmed to go back to the stage and get rid of all their
The-
useless items. Those are foam, by the way. Don't
Yeah.
worry about it. And they will start performing for the kids. They're
Cool.
actually on a time basis where they do this, and they'll go into stage
Hello,
mode.
kids. It's Rockstar Bunny. Prepare to rock your parents' money away. Checks.
Yeah. all
yeah,
they
he
know.
needs to work on that.
It's really surprising. They write their own music. They play their own songs. Freddie's really great at it. You'd love him. He's
Yeah.
not.
Some of the animatronics aren't actually in this right
There's
now
no kids,
because
Bonnie. I
those
just went to a
actors
stage.
couldn't come to this.
Foxy, where did Foxy go? I don't know.
So, she can't meet
Probably
Michael
on the screen, I
because
guess.
Michael's played by
There's a lot of things you have to deal with the
Z-Rez
animatronics,
slash
especially when they
Shutsky,
want to do what they
who
want. They
also
get their
plays
own little
Freddy, but
idea,
he's not
personality.
here.
Get him out of the flames, Davis.
Foxy, come on, get out. No, I don't want to come out. Get out of the fire! No, never!
So
Wow.
they are not
That
okay.
was
I don't know
abrupt.
why I'm slightly
Yeah,
uncomfortable.
Davis is
yeah,
not
Davis
okay
will
at this
do that
point.
to
He really needs to
But
see
when
a
you're
therapist.
You know what?
Oh, and he put a hole in the glass. Okay, that's
Yeah,
not
I'm
good.
Stage mode, Foxy, stage mode. Go back to the stage, Foxy. Kids will show up soon.
Yeah, I feel bad for John at this point because John's fine
It's
and
sad.
people around him are not always fine.
There's more things you
John
can
doesn't
have. I
stay
don't have
fine,
control
but
panels
right
here,
now
I think
he's
it's gonna be
fine,
able to
just
shock them
stressed.
and freeze them in place, but they will go into stage mode and go to sleep. No. No. No.
Get one day. Get one, and then we'll see who's laughing, John.
Not even
Davis really
laughing.
wants one of
No one's
those,
laughing.
but John's not going to give him. It's his device that was at Brian's pizzeria that you can use to freeze or shock the
Maybe the name of
animatronics
the
if they do
good,
something wrong or if you
psychologist
need
or-
them to stop. But
well, there's
John
actually
thinks it's
one
inhumane.
coming up here. I'm actually going to go see them myself. Some recent events, some loss and friendship. I lost a friend recently.
yeah, he didn't have a good experience with
I
Brian.
feel like
I'll-
you want to
I'll
check it
read
out
for-
first.
Yeah, I'll read it I'll check it out.
That's the handbook that Davis gave her.
Five Nights at Freddy's handbook. Public only. Davis. Who's cooking? Bunch of gibberish. Yes.
Can I see?
It's not gibberish.
I'm concerned.
What?
I know what happens in John's series, and I'm still concerned.
See it if you want.
Five Nights at Freddy's handbook. Do not give to public. Owner Davis. I didn't finish reading that. That is a bunch of random words.
Okay.
Yeah, I hope that makes you feel better.
I mean, that doesn't really help me. I was kind of hoping for more of a, a manual with some blueprints.
I'm
okay.
concerned.
Do you have any... I'm kind of uncomfortable. I don't really...
We'll talk outside. Davis,
Okay.
keep up with the animatronics. Stop being
Okay, this episode has been
Nice to
really
meet you,
interesting
Davis.
so far.
Where are you going?
Going out the door.
Oh, not you.
He was talking to Foxy, who was trying
His
to
job
leave.
is to wrangle the animatronics. Don't worry.
Leave me alone, Davis. I ain't having it.
The city that they're in isn't
You
fully
have an
built. Ooh.
interesting group.
Conversation time.
I like to consider them my family myself, but they are interesting. I mean, the more you get into this business, the more you'll love it. Trust me, my first day here, I hated it. I didn't want to be here. Everything seemed crazy. Animatronics that sort of have this self-aware being is sort of weird.
Oh, I
But
mean,
once-
I don't really plan on getting into, the Fazbear entertainment stuff. I just kind of want to,
Ooh, how wrong you
Good.
are.
You'd be great at it.
I don't know about that.
Actually, I have a job opportunity. If you would like to take it up.
You see, I'm in a good place right now. I don't really need that.
But if you want to go into it, the best way is to get this experience. The only way people are going to take your design seriously is if you have hands-on experience with these animatronics. These are state-of-the-art
That's not good.
machines.
Don't do it.
I'm
Don't
telling
do
you,
it. I
after
mean, I
being
know you
self-made
probably did at
this,
some point, but
if
just
you
don't.
can make these animatronics self-aware and do all these things and have these personalities, to compete with that, you're going to have to get that experience by being around them.
I guess that's a good point. Well, let me tell you what. If I ever get a job offer or anything for, anything Freddy Fazbear's related, I'll take it. But until that day, I'm pretty good where I am, in a good place, nothing's going wrong, so...
Trust me, nothing's ever had bad happen at this business.
Nothing ever
Making
bad
a
has
good
happened
code
at this
again.
business.
Making a good example. Really great example.
There was this one time when Foxy drove a car through the window.
We have a glass man for that.
Yeah,
You'd be surprised how many times that window's been broken. It's only been a week.
it's not good. I'm gonna pause just for a quick second. Ooh, what's this?
Where am I?
So, I'm gonna address this in a quick sec. So, John at this point is okay. I know at some point later he is not okay, but right now he's okay, and in his pizzeria, things have been going a little crazy, and so this is tying in this series to coexist in the same universe as that series, but I'm assuming that there's something off, because in this series, they have Springtrap here. But in that series, they have a completely different Springtrap. And I'm assuming that it's something to do with the portal. Because Brian has a portal at his pizzeria that allows things from different worlds to coexist. So I'm assuming that something happened with his portal or whatever that caused an alternate universe to coexist with the universe that John's pizzeria is in. And that's how this is working. That's my current theory on how this happened. But I don't know for certain. Now I'm going to address this.
What's going on? Am I still dreaming? Am I having a nightmare?
It appears so.
Well, you can say that.
Speaking of Springtrap,
We're gonna say this is your own little world.
What do you mean? What's even going on here?
You could say it's a realization that your life is now ended. You're
Well, that's
stuck
dark.
here with me and everyone else in the restaurant.
Well, I guess she's not wrong.
You only have John to thank for that.
What do you mean? What does John have to do with anything?
Well, you could say he's the one who signed you up. He's the one who put your number down to be called in for a night guard at a broken down rip-off of the original restaurant.
Well, John wouldn't do that.
Who do you think put your number on there? He's the only person who would know that you were looking for a restaurant.
Yeah,
But I
John did
wasn't
kind of sign you up for this.
Until my apartment got foreclosed. You don't think John had something to do with that, do you?
John did sign you up, though, because your words were, if you ever got a call, you would take it.
Yeah, John kind of signed you up for this horror show.
How did you know that?
Don't you get it? He put you here because he knew that we would more or less take care of you.
Take care of me? What? But
To be honest, and have no idea how you know this, I was sent here as well. Not by my own power, but because I had to. Continuing research into a very sensitive topic.
Huh.
I know for sure that this is a dream. You wouldn't talk to me like that. You don't talk to me like I'm a person anyway.
But what am I supposed to know? I'm a figment of your imagination.
Sorry, I'm being quiet. I'm
An
just trying to
envy
listen.
Of your past.
My
Your
past.
obsession.
Obsession?
You wanted so badly to work with animatronics.
I wouldn't call that an obsession. It's just a...
You have drawings, blueprints in your room. You drew some out. It's an obsession.
That's not an obsession. That's... I just...
Curiosity, let's call it that then.
Fine. What do you want from me? Why am I dreaming this? This is like a nightmare.
Yeah, it's a nightmare, isn't it?
I want the same thing you do. Out. I want to leave this place and get back to where I belong. I'm incomplete here. And you got a family, don't you? You want to get back to seeing your mom, your dad, your little puppy dogs too, don't you? Your friends, your cousins, everyone you love. They don't even know you're gone.
Sure they do. It's been like a
Not
week.
one of them's called you. Your phone has been silent the entire time you've been in the restaurant.
My phone is dead.
You're just naive.
You're just trying to make me upset.
Little broken child.
Okay,
Wants to
so
talk to you anymore.
all I'm getting from
Once you got
this,
your job and moved out, no one wanted to talk to you.
all I'm getting from this is that
You're forgotten like me.
everyone wants to leave.
Shoved
No one
in a
wants to be
corner
there.
of a
No.
broken down restaurant. A thought. An idea to get rid of. I'm disposable, as you are. I'm trying to fix that. The only thing different between you and me is I'm not easily broken.
Yikes.
Nothing. No. No matter what, no matter how upset I will get, I will not break to something so tailored to upsetting me. You can't.
Yay,
You're
go
just a
Ersa.
figment of my imagination. You know exactly what'll get to me and what'll make me upset. But one thing you don't know is that I'm stronger than that. I can't.
Sure you are.
Go
Just
Ersa.
break.
Tell him who's boss.
This world isn't worth it.
Punch him in the face.
Once you lose your family, there's no point.
Oh wait, don't do that. He's made of metal.
No matter how hard you try to get them back, you end up scarred and bruised,
I was
stuck
already
inside of a
scarred.
suit.
Yikes.
There's
But
nothing.
now we can work on putting you in a suit.
What?
As the famous last words I used to say is, I'll put you back together.
That is not okay.
Normally I don't care about you, Night Guard, or come up here to even talk to you. I heard a crying child and was worried.
I heard a crying child and was worried. So many FNAF references. Okay. Is this the end of the episode? Yes. Okay, so, sorry for not talking that much in the last ending bit. Ooh. That's cool. They've got, Ersa's channel and John's channel and Uni's channel. Uni Comics, and this one's, John, and then Ersalin. Cool. So, that last tiny bit at the end, she was having a nightmare. She was talking to, Springtrap. But that wasn't actually Springtrap, that was a figment of her imagination that was looking like Springtrap, and it was saying things to her that was making her riled up. But some good things that I was able to glean from that is, one, she's there because she did that thing where she talked to John, and then John put her on the list because he wanted her to be able to have experience working so that she could get a good job, and then she got the call when she needed a job, and so then she showed up, and that's why she's at Fazbear's Fright. So John didn't intentionally put her in that situation, but it was a result of his actions that got her in that situation in the first place. Also, she's not the only one who really doesn't want to be there. None of the animatronics want to be there. They all want to be out, but they're all stuck there, and that's why they keep attacking her, because they have to, because they are programmed to, but they're stuck there and they don't want to be there. Okay. And so what they want isn't necessarily because they want to attack her. That's not necessarily why they want to get out, and that's what they really want. But they're there, so they're attacking her. Make sense? So, and then also, she, is proving that she is stronger than what's going on around her, and that she can make through it okay. And then at the very end there, that was showing that the slightly human side of Springtrap, because he's still William Afton underneath all the random, animatronic stuff. Okay, so I don't know if my theory was correct. I think it might be. And I'm just going to say right now that I am very concerned about what is going to happen in the next episode, because this is Night 5, Part 1, where she was asleep, and I'm concerned that the next episode I'm going to get jump scared. Fortunately, there was none this episode. And I think that's all I really need to say. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to leave a like if you want. You don't have to. And if you want to watch more of my content, I make more reaction videos to other series as well as this series, and I'm making my own gaming videos and stuff, and if you want to watch that, feel free to subscribe. You don't have to. Honestly, you can just binge all my Fazbear's Fright stuff whenever I actually finish the series, and then you can just ignore my channel after that if you so wish. Check out Ersa and John and Uni and all the other amazing people that worked on this, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, YouTube!